And we're back.
I know
and you're welcome.
She left me
back from break with Chuck Lasik singing All the Small Things. Which, by the way, was a major theme song for the defending Stanley Cup champion Colorado Avalanche.
No, it's Charlie's Angels.
During games at Ball Arena. It still is, as a matter of fact. Sing it every third period.
A little bit of a change here to start the second. Nosenchuk up in the center position.
Yeah. Josh Newton trying to change some things up here with his team down a goal. By the way, you're watching the DHSHL playoffs on CIS Media. I'm Eric Pesolano. That's Chuck Lasik. David Guy is here as well. Christian Hilton on the camera and audio here tonight. In our fourth and final game of Championship Saturday, and this is the end of the line for the 15th Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League season. Gainer in front, that shot right on the button. Avila put it into the breadbasket of McConnell, and it wouldn't be Championship Saturday if we didn't bring in the commissioner of the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League, Matt Blanchard, who's been running around all day, but made some time for us. Matt, thanks so much for joining us. This is it, your last game of the 15th season.
It is?
Yeah.
I'm running. Yes, it's been a tremendous year. Thanks for your support throughout that, and I think Championship Day will go down. This one will go down as one of the best ever.
Yeah, lots of close games today. I know one got out of hand, but hold on here. We got a 3-on-1. Patel moving in. He shoots, and a save by Colbert. And I know you've been running around passing out awards and trophies and getting everything organized. How's Championship Day been for you?
Just that busy, but enjoyable. I mean, I've been able to sit down and watch some of the games. I mean, I think the level of play has been top-notch. I think what you would expect from a Championship Day. One game going to a shootout, and the first JV game of the day was pretty close. So, this game is that same pattern. So I think it's been a great day. And the fans have been tremendous. We've had crowded buildings, so it's been a great day.
15 years about to be in the books here in just a few periods. And you look back at all the years that this league has now been in existence. You've been around for all of it. You've been commissioner for about, 13 of those?
11.
11 of those?
11,
okay, 11
yes.
of those. And when you look back, what are you most proud of here 11 years later?
Oh, gosh, I would say the enjoyment of the student athletes on the ice, watching them participate in something that they love. Somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose in these games. And when somebody loses and they're passionate about it, to me that means it meant something to them. So I think that is, as much as I don't want to see anybody lose, to see the passion that they bring to the rink, I think is tremendous. So I'm most proud of the student athletes being able to get their work done and enjoy the hockey game.
Nowhere else can you wear your high school's crest there on your chest.
Yeah.
For a lot of these district schools, the same. It's their own team. Here's
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, Capo is a district team, and
in front, and that one's Miles Pasilis who got that one on target, but Colbert knocked it away.
Oh, and they had a fantastic student section here earlier today. So, whether it's a pure school like Bellarmine or a combo school like Capo, fans come out and they enjoy it. I think they have a great time. And it's enjoyable that the games are close, so then you can feel the stress in the building between the Division I championship game, and that was certainly palatable.
Yeah, 100%. I know season 15 is not over yet, but looking ahead to season 16, what's in store for next year?
Vegas, August 18th through the 20th, and then we start, I think it's September 8th, so is opening day of this year. So we're going to be, hopefully, I think we'll be expanding with a few more schools in different locations, and I'm going to take a month off, I think, and then get back to it on April 1st. So that'll be it'll be a good month, and then we'll get back into it.
Yeah, after all that, you get 1 month off. Look out here as Melander comes in. He's bumped by Rose. Rose has been throwing his body around at everybody here tonight, trying to play great defense and get his team started the other way. Here's Everett Culver moving in. Wrap around and a kick save by McConnell. And McConnell's down. And taking a minute to get up, and we're going to get a whistle to make sure Gianni's okay. I think he may just need a minute.
So you guys got the whole band out here today, huh?
We got the whole crew. Thanks for lending us one of the coaches in the league today. We appreciate that.
Well, Team California can't wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for having me. This has been an awful lot of fun for me to be a part of it and get to see the game from a little bit different vantage point and add my little contribution where I can.
Well, the early feedback is you're going to be called on a lot when you're down now.
That's the
could be
feedback.
Could be a second thing for you.
Hey, I like it. I've definitely enjoyed my time up here in the booth. And
and I hear you're not talking about monkeys, so that's a good thing.
No monkeys. No monkeys. I almost mentioned an eager beaver, but
well, you just did. There we go.
I had to get it in there somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thanks. We'll see you.
The Commissioner, Matt Blanchard from the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League. Always great to have him come by. And like we said, it wouldn't be Championship Saturday without him jumping on the air. Glad we got him here in this fourth and final game and the last one of the 15th Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League season. And with that, Chuck takes his headset back and he joins us back on the air here. Thanks for doing that, buddy.
No problem. You know me, I'm a team player.
Yeah, he is. Icing call here against Corona Norco. We'll bring it all the way back down.
Looks like I didn't miss much either.
Not particularly. 1-0 Villa Park, 12:28 to go here in the second. Shots were 11-4 Spartans after one. Currently it's 12-6.
I tell you, that collision with McConnell there, it was a real nice save that he made, but he looks to be favoring that leg a little bit. He's taken a couple walks outside of the crease. You have to keep an eye on that to see how he's able to respond. He may have gotten dinged up a little bit there more than it looks like.
Yeah,
you instruct your squad then to shoot right pad then, right?
Yeah. He responded by making a glove save there.
Yes, he did.
Nelson Chuck behind the net.
Ooh.
There's a shot by Hernandez from point-blank range.
Kind of shoveled that in there, but good job by Colbert making the save.
Yeah, he held that one out.
Really enjoying the music that Douglas Peacock's playing today.
That's why he's down there. He's the best in the business.
Is this Asia?
No. Might be the monkeys.
Kim, 2-on-1, and his shot paddled aside there by McConnell. Keener with a shot. That one somehow ended up wide to the near side. Lang back behind the net. I hear a lot of yelling going on down from the bench areas. Eventually, it comes up to Burnett.
Oh.
Well, a little miscommunication there. He kind of got stuck between a rock and a hard place there.
It seems like that's been all game for Corona Norco.
Turned over.
Watch out.
Casey Gregory gets a shot that's held on to by McConnell.
Is it me or is this Corona Norco just not seem in sync?
No, you're absolutely right. They seem to be a couple steps off. It's not just bobbling pucks. They're not moving at the same
Mistiming passes
pace.
and stuff like that, yeah. And that turnover right is just indicative of what we were talking about. Turnover right there, and just they're bailed out by the goaltender McConnell. And I'm seeing what you're saying, Coach. He is not looking happy in between the pipes right now.
One fired off target by Hughes. Battle along the near wall. Coming out of there with it was Patel. That came all the way back to Jacob Gregory. Beckman sent it across. He was one of the 3 or 4 players that played earlier today in the JV championship game for Corona Norco, and typically you can't play in both.
Watch out.
This one held on to by McConnell. But exceptions can be made just to make sure teams fill out rosters. And there were some that were approved this year. So Vasilis Voorhees is in this game. We haven't called his name yet, but he is on the bench. Beckman played earlier. Hansen played earlier. We're going to get a penalty here. And it's going to be against Villa Park. As
Head contact.
Culver is going to get called for head contact.
He went hard into McConnell down there, knocked his helmet off. I'm surprised the referee didn't blow it right away because the goalie was laying in the crease there with his helmet in the net.
That's a big penalty against Villa Park right now, too. So here's an opportunity for Corona Norco to even it up as they're going to go on the power play. As Eric mentioned, with all these goals that they've scored, though, only 12 of them have come via the power play. So they might have to dial one up right here, and let's see what they can do as they go on the man advantage, at least for the next 2 minutes, or possible 2 minutes.
6:38, the time of the penalty. It's 2 minutes for head contact plus a 10-minute misconduct for Everett Culver. This one is whistled wide by Lang.
Didn't miss by much.
Nelson Chuck up top. Come back near wall for Salamat. He'll go through the middle trying to get a redirect from Burnett and sent in front.
Right, that was a defiant. Get that out of my crease.
That was Hernandez who sent it in there. Nelson Chuck with room, sends it in off a skate. Backside rebound. Salamat swung over the top of it. Try to pass underneath to Burnett. It was knocked away and goes all the way down the ice.
Gotta give him a save on that.
He's got 5 here in this second period. As we're about a little more than a minute shy of the halfway point of regulation. Lang.
Oh, nice pass.
Over here. That was Burnett who sent it in.
That was a dandy.
Oh boy, Nelson Chuck puts his hand on his head and looks up. He can't believe it. How did that not get through? But Colbert made a great stop.
Yep. Colbert's been pretty solid right there. He's only faced 8 shots, but he's done one whale of a job right now of staying the puck and not only making the saves, but not giving up very many rebounds. I mean, it's one shot and done, one and done usually, and it makes it tough for the forecheckers to get in.
Yeah, he really has done a great job of controlling everything and keeping it tight to his body and not letting anything bounce off on weird angles.
Lang kept his balance, though he stumbled a little bit and allowed the puck to get loose and sent down the ice. 3/4 of a minute to go on the penalty to Culver. Well, I thought the penalty was to Culver. Is it game? They have 18 on the scoreboard, but I think 16 is in the box.
I think they just marked who is sitting the
2 minutes.
Oh, you might be right. That could be game who's serving the 2, yeah. And Burnett. Nelson Chuck. Near side. He'll get it back. A little 2-man game with Lang now over on the other side. They'll switch ice. Salamat had no idea he had a man on him.
Nice
Took it away from Gregory anyway. Comes in front. Tries to shovel it toward Colbert. And he's got another stop. His 5th of the period. 9th of the game.
Colbert's, go ahead, Coach. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, Chuck, you pointed out earlier, everything's kind of one and done, and it seems that Corona's getting stuck on bad angle shots like that where they're carrying the puck in, and Colbert's just shutting everything down. There's just nothing available for them.
A question for Eric. Who's that goalie on the D2 champion Villa Park squad? You remember?
Oh, my goodness.
That pitch, that shutout. I know it's a while back.
Yeah. That'd take me a minute.
But this is kind of eerily similar, his Colbert's performance right now to what we saw back then. I want to say it began with a V.
In the middle. Stingrays clear it up. Here's Millender. Sends one in, and that one goes just wide of Colbert. There's Trent Voorhees out on the ice.
Oh, that makes sense.
Whiffed in front there by Hahn, and now Keener will play it and angle it off the wall right to Casey Gregory.
Trent doing double duty.
Gregory shoots right on target. McConnell, no problem with that.
Shot 6-5 in the period right now in favor of Villa Park, but this has been a pretty good back and forth game. Pretty even period as both squads getting shots. Nothing really too much of the quality kind as they're coming up from the outside and the outside angles. So nonetheless, pretty easy save so far by both goaltenders. And that's probably good for McConnell, too, because as we mentioned before, it looked like he was ailing a little bit, so maybe it gave it a chance for him to either at least keep that stretched out a little bit by keeping it moving.
2-on-1, Suva.
Oh!
A shot, and that kicked off the pad there of Colbert.
At the edge of the pad, too.
Suva and Lane. Another shot comes through, deflected by Casey Gregory through the middle. Nosenchuk shoots, and that one right off the midsection of Keener. Tapped ahead by Hughes. Lang stays back and breaks up that progress, and we do have a penalty here. You're right. It's a high stick.
That's going to go against Villa Park.
Yeah, they're going to get Hughes here. So Corona Norco now a golden opportunity once again to try to tie this thing up.
Villa Park's playing with fire here. They keep going to the box. They keep giving Corona opportunities. They're going to end up paying for it here sooner than later.
Nosenchuk over the far side. Lane's got a lot of room. He shoots. That one never got through.
Good job by the defense, sitting there blocking it, protecting the goaltender. Oh. Uh-oh. Ooh.
This one's sent all the way down by the Spartans. McConnell will let Lane handle it. They try to get something going here, a man up, and that one just straight up taken away by Kim from behind. He mugged him for it. No two ways about it. Suva left it behind himself for Lang, but Kim was right in the area, almost took it away. Lang on side with Salamat, Nosenchuk, flanking on either side. Lang moving in, trying to go over the backhand, lost it. Nosenchuk in the middle, too hot for Lang, and out of the reach of Salamat, so it comes all the way back down. Under a minute to go on the power play.
That was almost lined up like a tic-tac-toe diagonal right there. And it just eluded, puck eluded everybody. Oh.
Big takedown back there as Hansen was upended, but an icing call here against the Stingrays.
That's not really advised on the power play. You don't want to be doing that.
Chuck, you mentioned it earlier, Corona being out of sync. I mean, this power play has been a good example. Like you said, they had the play lined up, and it just sort of found its way through everybody and back out of the zone. They're struggling to find anything here consistently.
You know, guys, how many times have we seen it today? And you can kind of see how these teams found their way to a championship game as McConnell scoops up another save. That even in times where it seems like they're just getting blitzed, it's 1-0.
I know.
They're all hanging in.
Yeah. Well, I just think that goes to the quality of play, you know.
Yeah, even when they're off their game, they're not out of it. We've seen that at least 3 times today.
Yeah, you're right. The goaltending's been very good all day today in all of these games. And defensively, these teams have done a good job of even though they don't have everything going right, they're still keeping everything to the outside and forcing teams to play from areas they don't really want to. Not giving up a ton of scoring chances.
Patel brings it in. On the near side, it came loose. And Casey Gregory, who's got some wheels off to the races. He scored as a power play expired last time, and he almost did it again there.
That puck was going wide.
Yeah, it was. Hughes out of the box, and there was no shots on that power play for Corona Norco.
Again, indicative just of how out of sync this Stingray squad is, and I don't think it's on their end. I think it's by design by Coach Don Johnson.
See, Burnett has nowhere to go there. Hernandez went for a big hit, and Keener got out of the way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, big collision between he and Hansen. Straightens out his cage. He's all right. Right back into the play. Knocked away here by Burnett. 1 against 2. He's just going to launch one. Deflected off of Rose. sends it up that wall. It came out, so Jimenez leaves it alone. Salamat in the middle. Out of the reach of Suva. Oh, he's right back to it, but he couldn't get it on target. And Colbert holds on to the rebound that came off the back wall. A little bit better there from Corona Norco, just couldn't quite finish it up.
Yeah, that's the first sign we've seen for a while of them connecting on a couple of passes in a row, and it worked out for a real good scoring chance, just couldn't quite get it on net.
Voorhees pulls it away. Lang wanted a one-timer, let it go through his legs. Nosenchuk in the middle for Suva. Salamat wraps one around Rose, but it ends up in the corner.
You know, I said it was maybe the coaching style of Johnny Johnson that's throwing them off their game. No, it's basically they're just completely off.
Nosenchuk.
Oh, that went off the mask.
Right off his mask. That's how you use your noggin. Nosenchuk held it in right on the blue line. Suva. Around the wall with Salamat underneath.
Oh, see, they're not connecting on their passes at all.
2:42 to go in the period. After all that, still just 1-0.
I know.
Rose. Angle it off the boards and out to center. Nosenchuk to Suva, but he couldn't get it too far past Rose. Lang with a man behind him and Casey Gregory got rid of it. Voorhees had to fend off Jimenez. And Lang again. Skates to the corner. Salamat holding on to it. Sending it around the wall. Only Keener was there. Couldn't hold it. We're down to 2 minutes to go in the period. He's going to launch one in. Sure, why not? That went off the glove of Colbert.
Calling that a save?
Yeah. Looked like it was about to angle its way down. Rainey has it, and the pace of this game has slowed down considerably.
Yeah, this has come almost to a yawn stop.
I don't know if they're conserving energy or they are just running out of gas. Both these teams look very tired. But they may just be trying to conserve for the third period.
Conserve for the third.
We got an icing call with $1:20 to go.
I'm not sure how you have 15, 16, 17-year-old boys conserving energy at this point. It just looks like there's no emotion.
No, it's not, exactly.
There's literally just...
They're going through the motions.
Yeah, it's hard to believe this is a championship game. These guys are just kind of skating around in circles.
I'm the one who's here to sugarcoat it. He's not. David Guy, everybody.
Yeah, that's the coach in me coming out. Sorry.
Well, don't apologize. That's what you're here for. But you're right. I mean, there really isn't any two ways about it. A little bit of timidness here from both teams at the moment. Rainey behind his own net. Picked up by Avila. Tried to drag it in there, and McConnell stopped him. He's now stopped 13 in a row since allowing the goal to Gregory. That one sent up ahead. This is Caden Plowmanzer who sent that one ahead. He played in the JV game today also. And this one comes all the way back to Rainey. 25 to go in the period, but this will be icing. And that's where the clock will stop.
I was doing the math for a second because I realized what happened, so we're okay.
Oh, okay.
Just want to give you. Didn't want to light you up on air.
Kim's going to go get this one deep in his offensive zone. Played here. And Nosenchuk, who got it over to Hernandez. 2 seconds and 1. And that's it. Well, we're 2 periods in the books and only a goal later in the first is the difference. The number 5 seed, Villa Park, leading the number 2 seed, Corona Norco, as you're watching the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League on CIH Media.